advantage. Space Soldiers on the T side. ENCE will be CTs. Let's kick this one off, Snots.
Yeah, obviously for Space Soldiers into this one, into this best of 3, down a map already after losing, as you said, overtime on Nuke. And Zentara is already going to be dropped over the P250 by Major as the push comes in towards the A site. 1 player towards Palace, 4 going to be flooding out through ramp as the tag already down to Aerial onto 29 points of health as the bomb is planted for jungle, planted for connector, exactly where Major and Space Soldiers are. This has to be a round win for Space Soldiers.
They fanned out as well. They're in their post plants now. They can try and hold these angles and defend against the push when it comes back around. Aerial and Co are all grouped up. That's a 3-player push from CT. Actually 4 players. They're all going in as they're going to funnel their way through. Alexa is able to get the trade back over on Xantares. X7 gets into the thick of it and waddles his way around the bomb site, trying to find the kill. Wanted to stop the man playing from ramp. That is Paz, who's now just charging towards them. Calyx, actually, rather, as he switches out to USB. Wants to go for the backstab. Denies the bomb disfusal. That is no time left. He's going to jump on it, surely. Can't get it. It'll be in the nick of the last second. Doesn't matter. Space Soldiers, they win.
So, Molotov in towards jungle. Going to be forcing back the peak from Aerial. Double CT position here from both Arlu and Sergey as they wait patiently for the push to come in towards the A site. They are smoked off, so vision impaired as the site now in the domain of Space Soldiers.
Site take coming through. They're going to fan out and try and lock down these angles, but Aerial works his way up. He's got the height and angle, had the drop on 2 of them as well as he hits them with the left-right. Takes them both down in a good old battle, leaving them in a 3 versus 4 now. The T's are going to be trapped, but Xantares fights back. He does not like being put into a cage. Starts to lash out, tears down the first man with 1 foul swipe. Paz as well, waiting for this retake to come towards him. Suspects that X7 could try and sneak in there. Wants to give the murder hole its true name by screaming blood across the site, but unfortunately doesn't actually get that kill. Just tags him up, brings him down to 21 HP. Alexib is going to now know of his angle. Xantares, it does not matter. They peek him, and he just takes them down one after another. Paz as well. The cha-cha slide, slips out, finds that easy kill. And he scavenged Kalashnikovs, the rest just being the M4s that have been brought to the table. Alu, though, he can still snipe with an AK, apparently, as he slays towards mid. And 2 of them hit the deck. Engen as well. Scared to death. He's scared to look. He's shook. He's going to backtrack over towards T-Spawn. Wants nothing to do with that defiant play towards mid. And that's now 1 alley attack, essentially completely taken away from them just by an opening spray down from Alu. So big damage done.
Zentaras once again in towards Palace. Going to be going for the 1 versus 1s in towards the A side. No one currently playing towards jungle though, so the peak is going to come towards default. This Aerial, one of the other players or the shining stars of ENCE, all of the focal point was on Sergey. But Aerial is the 2nd player that's been performing for ENCE, definitely turning a few heads. So far it's going to be the 5 versus 1. All kills going in favor.
Want to dedicate that extra time to hold towards top mid. They slowly start to get a bit closer, looking to try and go for the pincer play, the split push in towards the A-bomb site into the late round here once the time starts to tick away a little bit more. As the round develops, Paz, Molotov gets chucked in to try to force him out of his position. He can just push back. This is where the true play goes down, towards mid. They all burst out. Alu with the Overwatch support there, playing for Connector, finds the first kill with the AWP. Aerial gets a double kill as well. Round's as good as over.
This guy, Aerial, is crisp with this M4. Let's see then. Can Zentaras and Paz pick up the pieces as they come charging through Palace and Ramp to find a killer piece? 2 versus 3, 45 seconds left. The bomb is dropped in the hands of ENCE towards top middle, so that's where Paz, on a recovery mission to try and find that one, has to win the 1 versus 1 versus Aerial before the bomb can even be thought about. With 30 seconds left, they have to retrieve the bomb, kill Aerial, and then get their way towards the bomb side. It seems very, very unlikely.
Winning this round is going to be like they're in a puzzle with no edges. It's going to be incredibly frustrating and rather hard. They do try and go for the push though as they sprint their way around. Xantares tagged down quite heavily. Paz just standing in the Molotov, soaking up the damage. Things don't go too well. It's a trade kill. He realizes it's too late, cut your losses, backtrack, get out of there. At least keep 1 AK alive, because the cash has been terminated, the team has been terminated. Things slow down the push. They want to attempt to deviate from the plan that could be in effect, but Xantares knows now is the time to strike. gets the first hit, but Alu fires back through. Paz as well, exit out as Major bounds up onto the scene and leaps into effect, but it's not going well. They're peeking out one by one, Snots, there's no trade potential, and it's all gone out of the wind.
Well, so far it feels more like Paz.
Yeah, Paz has been incredible today.
Yeah, Major 30 kills in the last map, Paz 25. But let's see, the MAC-10 here from Major, charge and bounds his way through in towards the B site, catching X7 off guard early on. Now the smokes do land as well, which will shroud the vision and allow the site to be in the hands of Space Soldiers. All down to the retake now from ENCE.
The Major Mac Daddy. Let's see if he can carry it on. Alexib tries to go for the peak, shoots through the smoke, but nothing is going to work out his way. Just a small tag. Look at the rest of the ENCE squad as well, scurrying like ants. They're getting out of there.
Yeah, you saw the instant going to be down to pistols. Opening pick once again from Ali with the AWP in towards window. Space Soldiers peeking before the smoke even blooms. The boost as well towards short catches another player off guard, and in the meantime towards the A site, X7 with even more kills so far. 5 versus 1. As through the smoke, Xantares gets silenced once again, and a round which was a must-win for ENCE seems like they pull it through by the skin of their teeth.
Offense is the best defense, Nods. They played with confidence into that one. Alu, you know, we know how effective he can be with an AWP towards mid. He's been playing with confidence. He's been finding early kills with an AK. You put him back in his home turf with a weapon he made a name for himself with. Obviously, he's going to find those kills, and everyone picks up. I mean, it'd be the team ace if Alexib was actually able to find Major, and he is going over towards his bomb site. He's trying to get a cheeky little late plant on the site, see if he can sneak in. Could be the team ace here.
I'm not losing my mind, am I, when I see that Alexib has no weapon?
He does just have a P250.
But Ariel has $3,900, so he could have dropped him.
This is the thing. That's why I was looking at the cash in that prior round. I thought they'd gone for the double AWP setup. Wait. Oh, he's dropped his AWP. He doesn't want to lose his AWP. He doesn't want to lose it. Yeah.
Okay.
I was really confused what had happened to that second AWP for a second there.
Fair play. He could have held the angle though and got the kill.
Yeah.
And now he's going to die for it. So there goes $4,000. Anyway.
Could have just killed him with the AWP.
Could have just killed him with the AWP, but 1 versus 4, then Major, 20 seconds left. Let's find another frag here to turn this into the 1 versus 2.
How does this round become so costly?
Finish the job, and it does. Yeah, tomatoes,
yeah.
Same thing really, isn't it? But 7-6, ENCE bringing this one back. Sergej finds one, tries another second as well, the pre-fire, but only good enough for 1.
Big man Alu starting to come out once again, showing off the big guns. Has the AWP hand into this round as he will hit a couple of nice shots. Aerial as well ignites Xantares. He normally leaves a blaze of glory behind him, but this time he goes up in.
So far, players going outside the A site. Could be an A execution early on. But Calix, Engen as well, charging in towards middle, trying to see if they can apply the pressure early on towards ENCE.
Huge amount of damage done early on. Actually, not too much. It looked like they would have been able to do a little bit more. Just rolls in. Big tag though. Major comes through, kills Aerial, Xantares with the crossfire to hold the angle. Sergey's the only one with a bit of an upset kill. But even then, it's quickly stomped out by Major. And you're just left with Alu and Alexib.
Very, very potent crossfire there from Major and Xantares towards the A site, catching it. Ooh, in a bit of a convoluted concession. But Alexib finds the kill in towards Palace. Does give a chance now for ENCE into this round with 1:05 seconds left on the clock. They are down a man. However, into the 2 versus 3, they have a chance. Bomb in towards ramps, they can try to retrieve that. Obviously, Alexib trying to go in towards T-spawn. But it is going to be anticipated to have a player come through middle as well. So awkward scenarios here for ENCE as they are split up. Alu caught from behind. And now we're still down to Alexib in the 1 versus 3. Has 40 seconds to work with though, Jack.
Does have time, but does he really have the ability to win this round right now? The crossfires are there, the flashbang comes over. Engen missing all of those shots, just peppering around him as he sprays an outline. But luckily...
Find the smoke. Oh, speaking of the Molotov though, we'll be burning X7 alive. So, man advantage for Space Soldiers early on in rather an unexpected scenario.
Yep, just burnt him to a crisp. Just left his ashes on the ground. Let's see where they're going to go from here then. As ENCE are just down to 4 members. Spread fairly thin right now. As they are going to attempt to regroup, most likely go for this split pincer play in towards the A site into the late round, but that's when Xantares can come into effect. He's going to have domain of mid. You got the close angle there from Calix as well. They've got support, but Alu actually punishes Xantares. Gets off the pot shot, lands it on him, takes him down, but is he ready for the push from short? That is going to be the point where he could get cut off Snods. And on the bomb site, things aren't going too fantastically. Luckily, Alexib and Sergey are able to work together, find the entries now, and they can start to work their way back around as they're going to push in and start to swarm.
Start to swarm indeed as ENCE are close together here. 2 versus 2. They have no smoke though to shroud their vision towards CT, which should mean Major will be spotting them out, but a fast refrag there from Alexib means CT is now in the hands of ENCE for the after planting, exactly where Sergey is planting for. Engen coming in towards stairs, could have the heightened angle to catch Sergey off guard, or maybe not, as the flashbang will allow for the transition of positions. Both players now in towards CT, as Engen has the odds stacked up against him. First peek goes to the fade from the turn. But definitely could be going in their favor, especially now when you see 3 players in towards T-spawn, towards the A site. ENCE have a good read here.
Major needs to win this close quarters fight. Has to overpower him. Let's see if he's going to be able to keep himself headstrong. Pushes in. One man was blind, but the other played anti-flash. That was Aerial, who was able to just try and adjust. Find the frag. Has takes down Alexib. Aerial does strike again, though. His Reign of Terror is not being stopped, even when he gets caught between 2 men. Eventually, he will fall short. X7 gets the bomb down, and you're in a close affair. It's a very, very tight round now. 3 versus 2. Xantares slays X7. Gives them the opening moments to attempt to push back in. Engen and Co know the location of one man. They've spotted out Sergey up towards Palace there. Launching the Molotov to block the angle. They don't have any more utility though, just flashes Snods. They can't smoke off ramp. Alu pushes in, misses the adjustment. They now need to peek at the same time and try and go for this as the bomb's being defused. He has to hold it, has no real other option. And Alu, no real utility over the just initial smokes and flashes. You don't have any HEs, you've only got 1 Molotov. And look at the tempo. Very fast play. Expecting a flash there, it seems like Aerial just wasn't ready for that. Major takes him down. Calyx comes for an Alexib. Alu, luckily enough in close range, pops the head off a Paz and looks to continue the damage whilst the firing squad of a team are just unloading on anyone that dares to defy them. It's only Engen left. He's trapped in a 1v3 and he's about to be sniped down, hit straight ripped through by Alex.
Still got 2 more rounds to be found for by ENCE, and the AWP from Sergey, of all people, with the best spawn and with the best peak, wins the duel versus Major. Man advantage, when she gets completely thrown out of the wind. Calyx does find the reply, but it's Aerial once again towards ramp to still deliver the damage against Space Soldiers. 3 versus 2 here, as X7 still coming out towards ramp, isolates Xantares towards stairs, and May just find themselves match point.
You've just got Engen left, right? A 1 versus 3, 1 versus none. He's
sure, this is quite hard to tell. Well, Xantares going for the aggressive play towards underpass, but unfortunately the aggression isn't met with any sort of a reward. Instead, quite the disadvantage for his team. Does land the headshot onto X7, but a headshot isn't quite enough here. 5 versus 4, the star player for Space Soldiers taking out the equation in just the first 30 seconds of the round. Over though, Jack. Major up close here towards middle. Could have a flashbang from Paz, and this could be it.
Ooh, Alu with a kill on Major. He's just able to get that adjustment with the AWP. Takes it down very easily. The further peek as well. Aerial just annihilates Paz. Gets a simple kill on him. They've got control towards mid now. Surely this is it. This has got to be a 16-10. Space Soldiers should be walking their way through this matchup with absolute ease. There we have it. That's the end of Engen and the end.
Wow.